Wheelchair-bound woman says she's been trapped inside her Cleveland home for a year, and all because MyCare Ohio has been unable to get a new wheelchair ramp built at her home since last summer. We put 5 on your side investigator Joe Paganakis on the case to find out what's causing the delays. And Joe, this is not the first complaint that we've received from the MyCare Ohio system.
Well, last July, I did an investigation on home health care workers who weren't being paid by MyCare Ohio. As a matter of fact, this 3-year test program has generated dozens of complaints here in Cuyahoga County and statewide. Debra Moore talks about what it's like to be trapped here inside her Cleveland home for more than a year.
I was hoping that maybe a neighbor or somebody might be able to get in here and get me out. You know, I don't want to die in here. Moore confined to a wheelchair for 20 years. NewsChannel 5 and police on the scene at her Franklin Avenue apartment in June of 1996 after Moore was shot and left paralyzed by an armed attacker. Well, actually, I live in fear. And just last year, Moore's rusty automatic wheelchair lift went bad. Moore says MyCare Ohio took several months to conclude the lift couldn't be repaired, so they promised to replace it with a ramp under Medicaid. And they promised that someone would be here in 2 weeks. But 3 months later, Moore is still trapped inside her home. Her caregiver, Alicia Wright, says Moore has had to cancel several critical doctor's appointments.
We can't get out to go even see a doctor. You know, she's having a problem with her oral in her mouth and stuff, and it's hard, you know, when you can't get out and go.
And we contacted Ms. Moore's MyCare Ohio caseworker and her home modification representative about this case. We're still waiting for a response. Meanwhile, Moore's insurance company actually hired a medical transport company to come out and get her to the doctor, but they were too worried about their liability in lifting her out of the wheelchair. You know, we're going to follow up on this case. Reporting live here in Cleveland, I'm 5 on your side investigator Joe Paganakis.